All right. Good evening or good afternoon to everyone, no matter where you are in the world. We want to welcome you to our e-estate presentation webinar, where we're going to share some absolutely phenomenal information with you guys that is definitely sweeping the world right now and helping people create passive income through the incredible world of real estate. And I want to let you guys know you're in the right place at the right time. My name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm going to be your host for this presentation. And I'm excited to be the one that gets to present this information to you because when I was first introduced to this information, it was absolutely game changing to me. I felt like this was one of the most incredible concepts that is in our space right now. So, guys, I want you guys to sit back, pay attention, get ready to soak up all the information that you can. Whether you decide to join us and participate in what we're doing or not, we want you to be aware of what's happening in the world of cryptocurrency and real estate right now. Now, I want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear. And if you can you guys go ahead and drop a 777? Let's get some big energy started on this presentation. Let's get some big energy. I want to make sure that my audio is working correctly, make sure my video is working correctly. I don't want anything to interrupt us while we're trying to go ahead and get through this information. There you go. I love it. I see the 777s coming in. Thank you guys for participating. I do have to let you guys know I am a little bit different of a presenter because I like to get you guys to engage with me because I believe that the information that you engage with, you will retain more of. And so I want you guys to do that. Also, I encourage you to get something to write with and something to write on because here's what one of my mentors told me is that note takers are money makers, but more importantly, note takers are move makers. And if you're ready to make some moves and make some money, then I want you guys to go ahead and take some notes on the information that you're going to hear today. All right. So I want you guys to do that. I'm not going to hold up this presentation too much longer. I'm going to get right into the information because we have something phenomenal that you definitely need to see. Today, what I'm going to do is introduce to some and present to others e-estate. Now, this is a new era of digital real estate solutions that is causing a wave unlike anything else that's out there. I believe this is the most unique platform that is in our space with one of the most solid foundations that's out there. And I'm going to show you exactly why I believe that. Now, here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to get an overview of e-estate, what it's all about. You're going to be able to understand it on an elementary level, right? Now, the next thing that you're going to get is you're going to understand what the solution is for those of you all who want to become what we call passive earners, or they call them investors, right? So if you want to earn passive income through real estate, we're definitely going to give you all the information that you need so you can get started on that journey. The next thing that we're going to tell you is the solution for those of you all who want to become agents. Now, you're probably wondering, why would I want to become an agent? Well, first of all, you're going to build awareness about this incredible opportunity, but you're going to be rewarded very well and you're going to be able to earn unlimited income with this opportunity if you decide that you want to become an agent as well. And we're going to give you all of that information also. Now, I have to tell you a little bit about myself because one of the things that I believe is that anytime somebody is presenting information to you, you should know more about that person, just a little bit about that person, right? So my name is Anthony Deloach. I've been in this space for a while. I come right here out of North Carolina, and I want to tell you guys that I got excited about passive income at a very early age, right? I was just coming out of high school, just getting into the workspace when I had a good friend he invited me out to a hotel meeting where I was going to learn about an opportunity and a concept that was helping people earn extra income. But let me tell you guys, when I went to that meeting, you know what really excited me? The lifestyle of the presenter. The person that was presenting the information, he had talked about his lifestyle and what he did that day. He said he got up in the morning, right? And he did exactly what he wanted to do. He did it how he wanted to do it, and he did it with whom he wanted to do it with. And I said, you know what? That's the lifestyle that I want to live. I've started to realize that lifestyle is someone who has the time that they desire, but also the money that they desire to actually spend that time the way they want to. And that when I saw that, I said, I want to find more out about how I can become like that, how I can get that lifestyle. So I started to dive in and jump into a lot of different opportunities, but it wasn't until 2017 which ran into crypto, right? I was in the banking world. I was an executive in banking. I was learning all that I could about finances and helping people with finances and everything. But when this gentleman came in and he had this large sum of money in his account, and it was actually from him selling some Bitcoin, I said, I need to know more about this thing called Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And when I took a dive into that, it was a few years later that I got introduced to this cryptocurrency being combined with this thing that I love called passive income. And guys, that's history right there. Look, it was a wrap then because I dived all the way into it. I was able to create freedom for myself, also for many others, help a lot of people make a lot of money, help a lot of people get a lifestyle beyond what they could ever dream. And I said, man, this is the space for me. And so I had came across this, and I look, being in finance, you always learn that real estate is one of the best assets out there to have. How many of you all will agree that real estate is one of the best assets that we have in our financial system, right? If you think that, drop a one in the chat for me. You know, real estate is a solid thing, right? You know, really everybody that is wealthy, most of them have real estate in their portfolio. It's just a natural thing. People are going to talk to you about real estate. Now, here's one of the things that I said. I said cryptocurrency is the future of money. How many of you all agree that cryptocurrency is the future of money? Drop a two in the chat for me, right? You understand that money has no choice but to go more digital, right? So we're going to see everything that goes in this direction. But when you have the combination of these two, where you have cryptocurrency and real estate, and now we have this thing called tokenization that's sweeping the world, it's going to create some absolutely phenomenal income for a lot of people. And there's going to be a massive transfer of wealth. I know we've heard that a lot of times, but this is going to be one of those vehicles for a transfer of wealth. And you have to make sure that you put yourself in position if you want to capitalize on it, right? So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the information. Let's talk about this thing called tokenization. Now, I don't want you guys to just brush over this and just sweep this under the rug as something else, just some of the concept that's out there in cryptocurrency. No, guys, you got to understand that this is going to totally impact our financial system. In fact, the blockchain consulting group says that this is a $16 trillion market shift. And this market shift is going to occur by 2030. Guys, we're already in 2025 and 2030 is around the corner. These years are going by faster and faster. So you have to take action and be in the right time. Be in at the right time to make sure you get the most impact from this shift that's going to happen. Guys, we heard all the time that in business, timing is everything, right? If you would have got in on cassette tapes, right, last year, you wouldn't make any money. But if you got in on cassette tapes back in the '80s, you could have made a lot of money. If you would have got in on Blockbuster about 15 years ago or 20 years ago, maybe you would have made some money. But trying to get into a business like Blockbuster right now, it's not the thing. So guys, we understand that there's a thing called timing in business, and you have to have the right timing. And if you can see these market shifts happening before they happen and get yourself in position, you can make some phenomenal wealth, and you can put yourself in position, and even those you love in position to create that wealth. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. This tokenization is an amazing thing. Now, some of you all may be wondering, what exactly is tokenization, though, Anthony? I hear the word. It seems like one of those buzzwords again, like NFTs and all those other things. Why is this so powerful? Well, guys, tokenization is simply the process of turning a real world asset, just like real estate, into tokens on the blockchain. And you have to understand this, right? It's just a term of you taking tokens, right, and having each token represent a fraction of ownership in the asset. Right now, this is not only going to be happening in real estate. We're going to see this happening in the stock market. You're going to see this happening with collectibles, artwork, anything like that, right? So any real world assets are going to be able to be impacted by tokenization. But here's why it's so phenomenal, because instead of you needing thousands of dollars to buy an entire property or an entire asset, you can invest with smaller amounts, but still earn a portion of the profits. It's like owning a piece of a building, but everything is digital, secure, and easy to manage. Now, you may be saying, well, fractional ownership is not a new concept, Anthony. Yes, that's correct. Fractional ownership is not a new concept, but it is going to be a new concept when you take tokenization and cryptocurrency and you add it to it, because now you have a digital ledger that makes everything anonymous, transparent, but also secure, and only the blockchain could do that. So now we're talking about real estate being placed on the blockchain and making it even more efficient, right? And even more accessible for people around the world. Now, here's another quote I want you guys to understand. Larry Fink, one of the most influential people in our financial space right now, he said that we believe tokenization of real world assets will revolutionize our financial system. And if you go do a little bit of research, you will see that he already put himself, his company, and his constituents in position to capitalize on this market shift here called tokenization. And you would notice that I call this not just a trend, this is a market shift, guys, that's happening right now. And when these market shifts happen, you're going to see massive wealth be created. Now, usually only the elite people of the world are able to participate in these massive market shifts. This is why wealthy people keep getting wealthier, because they are privy to the information ahead of time and they put themselves in position. But I want to ask you guys, look, if you could get the information on a $16 trillion industry that right now is booming and it is blooming rather, and you could get in position to take advantage of it, would you want to know the information? If you would want to know that information, go ahead and drop a two. No, drop a three in the chat for me. Drop a three in the chat for me, right? Drop a three in the chat. Thank you so much, Beverly, Darrell. I thank you guys for doing that. Guys, I want to tell you, you want to get this information, regardless if you want to participate or not. Hopefully, you want to put yourself in position to participate in this, all right? And so, guys, that's what we're doing right now. The person who invited you on this call wanted you to be aware of this. They're not trying to sell you on anything. This call is not about the latest and greatest product, potion, or pill that you have to sell to make some money. This is about a total market shift that's happening in our financial system, and we're putting you in position to really take advantage of that right now. Guys, I live by this concept that wealth is a mindset, right? And wealth is a mindset. And what I want you guys to get about that is that if wealth is a mindset, then all you have to do is shift your mind so that you could become wealthy. All right. Now, there's one major difference between the poor and middle class and the rich and wealthy. And I'm going to tell you why the rich keep getting richer and the wealthy keep getting wealthier, right? The reason why is because of their mindset. It's the way they think, but most importantly, it's the way they think about money. And so during this presentation, I want you to open your mind and I want you to adopt the mindset. Everybody, I'm going to give you, I would say you are a wealthy person right now. So every concept that I discuss, I want you to think about it as a wealthy person, right? And I want you to think about what would a wealthy person do with this information and how would a wealthy person see this information today, okay? And so that's what I want you guys to do today. And I want you to interact with this information in that way, all right? So let's go ahead. Let's talk about the company that's making this happen for us. This company is called eEstate. eEstate is a next generation platform that is designed to make real estate investments accessible, transparent, and secure for individuals worldwide. And like I said before, it makes instead of you having to purchase an entire property, you can actually come in and acquire real estate tokens representing a portion of a residential, commercial, or a development project and earn rental income and potential capital appreciation in line with your tokenized stake. So let's talk about what this means. Tokenized ownership. So once you actually are able to get in on a property, you're going to have what we call tokenized ownership because you own a portion of the tokens that represent that property. This lowers your barrier of entry. This means that you could get in on a top tier property without having top tier income. Hold on, guys, without having top tier capital. What if you could get in on a top tier apartment that or premium apartment in the Seattle, Washington area that's downtown, and the only thing you need to have is $117 of tokens to be able to get your stake in that apartment? If you think that would be a game changer, would you guys go ahead and drop a four in the chat for me, right? That'll be a game changer because you would have never known about that property before this actual company and this project coming around, but also you probably would have never been able to get involved in on that. Do you know the best projects are usually reserved for those people who are accredited investors? That means that they have over 250,000 of net worth and all of this other stuff. All of these other things, the qualifications that you have to be an accredited investor, right? And so what I want you guys to get is that you're going to be able to participate in something like this without having all of those qualifications. Now, this lowered barrier of entry is also going to put you in the position where you can have multiple properties in your portfolio. Imagine having a property in Seattle, a property in LA, a property in Bali, and a property in Phoenix, Arizona, all paying you passive income on a daily basis at the same time. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? Wouldn't that do something incredible for your passive income, for the way that you live your lifestyle? This is amazing. This is why I said I believe this is going to create more passive income lifestyle than many other opportunities that are out there. Now, let's talk about blockchain powered transactions. Now, the company uses blockchain technology to streamline ownership records and to enhance security, reducing transaction times and increasing trust. What do I like about this? This means that instead of me having to rely just on man, right? So with real estate transactions, they're usually littered with middlemen, fees, and all types of other stuff that comes along with it. You have to worry about if you're going to get paid. You're going to have to worry about following up to see if I get my payment. When is this supposed to be paid? Am I getting the right portion of money paid out to me? All of these types of things. But blockchain technology streamlines that process because when you have smart contracts and technology in place that's going to say, hey, look, this is your tokenized stake, this is your share, it's going to automatically hit your e-wallet every single day when you're supposed to get paid, and you don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have to send an email to follow up on something that you were supposed to be paid anyway. Hello, guys. Look, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to jip you out of your portion and or trying to shortcut you or shortchange you on what you are supposed to get. You're getting exactly what you don't want, and it is controlled by technology and smart contracts that increase trust because we don't have to trust because it's right there in place on a digital ledger, right? So that is something that's powerful right here with the blockchain powered technology. The next thing is global reach. You're going to not only be able to participate in properties that are in your backyard. A lot of times, if we're getting into real estate investments, we're only made knowledgeable of properties that are in our local vicinity, or if we have a network that somehow brings us in and tells us about properties that are somewhere else. But what if you automatically, through this platform, get access to properties around the globe? Right? There's a property in Dubai that you could participate with on this platform, guys. It's so many different things. Depending on your level of engagement, you can get in on whatever property is best for you. And I like the fact that I have global reach and I can participate in properties around the world. The next thing that I know a lot of people are concerned about is that they're like, hey, look, you know what, Anthony, this sounds good, but I've never been in real estate. I don't understand all the processes about real estate investing. How am I going to know that I'm making good decisions? Well, the great thing is that e-estate goes ahead and they vet the properties before they even bring them to e-estate. So they're not in a rush to bring new properties. They want to curate the best and most profitable properties, and they want to put them on this website. So that's the first thing that you know. The second thing is that they're going to take all the data. They have people with 50 years of experience that are actually going out and curating these properties, right? And so they're going to take that data and disseminate it on the website in a way that you can look at it and make a decision for yourself if this is a property that you want to get in on or if you want to participate with. So that's a good thing because now you're leveraging the expertise of someone who has a lot of experience in doing this. All right. Now let's talk about the next thing here. We already went over that information. So I'm going to jump right into how you get paid because I know you guys want to hear the money. So let's talk about this. There's different buyer levels. Today, we're only going to talk about buyer level one because this is all that's necessary. Everybody must start here, right? So let's talk about buyer level one. E-estate has a very unique way that they actually pay out profits on their properties, and I want you guys to pay close attention. If you're not taking notes, this may be a good time for that. Well, guys, you can get in on a property on whichever sector that you want to, whether it's apartments, houses, villas, tourism, or commercial. Now, there's a minimum participation amount for each different sector, okay? So if you wanted to get in on the apartment sector, the minimum participation amount is $117, right? So at $117, you could tokenize, and there's an apartment right now on the platform that's in Seattle, Washington, downtown apartment. You could tokenize on that apartment for $117. That means you get your piece of the pie. Now, you can go as much more than that as you want to. So if you want to tokenize at 500, 600, or $1,000 on that property, you could definitely do that. But I'm going to show you that there's different levels, so you may want to consider which level will be the best for you. But once you actually get in on a property, estate has a two income model. It's a two-phase income model. The first phase is going to be your active or more aggressive phase, where you're going to get paid Monday through Friday. That's right, you get daily payouts Monday through Friday for 18 months. Yes, you get it for 18 months. Now, after that 18 months, your payments don't just go away and you earn nothing else. The company will allow you to enter into the second phase, which is the passive phase, where you're going to earn 10% annually for the lifetime of the property, which I believe is absolutely amazing as well, right? So this is the property that keeps on paying for a lifetime, right? And so I like assets that are going to allow me to earn passive income over a long period of time. This is absolutely amazing. I agree, Darrell. This is absolutely amazing. So let's talk about this then, right? So if you actually get in on one of those apartments and you decide that you want to tokenize, right? And so you get in on it and you start at that $117, at least that amount, you're going to earn anywhere from 9.43% up to 14.03% per month. Guys, this is amazing right here. Up to that amount, it's hardly anywhere else. So you could take $117 and earn those types of yield, right? So I'm gonna tell you that, guys, this puts you in a very unique position where you have some tokens and you have a opportunity that's backed by real world assets. Okay. Now, some of you all may be wondering about compounding because you've heard of the compound effect, right? So can I take advantage of that over here? Well, the company did put something in place that allows you to take advantage of this, and it's called auto capitalization. So with auto capitalization, you're allowing the company to automatically reinvest your profits on your behalf for the entire 18 months. Now you have to do this for the entire 18 months, but when you see what you get at the end of that entire 18 months, you may be really, really excited about that, all right? But that's totally optional. If you want to go in and earn your profits and get and receive them every day and withdraw them every day, you can definitely do that. Now, if you look at the numbers, this means that with this apartment level, or after 18 months, you're going to earn anywhere from 170% up to 250%. Guys, this yield is absolutely incredible. There's no bank, financial institution, or credit union that's paying some type of return like that. Now, if you guys have at least $480, you may want to take the step up and go to the houses level. And the houses level is going to pay you an even higher yield, which the houses level pay anywhere from 10.58% up to 15.18% per month. That's incredible, guys. So that means after 18 months, you're going to earn anywhere from 190% up to 273%. Now, some of you all have a little more capital and you may be like me and you want to get in at the villa level. Now, there's a incredible villa that's out in Los Angeles, California. I saw that. I said I had to get in on it. The minimum to get in on that one is $3,120. But once you get in on that villa level, you're going to earn anywhere from 11.73% per month up to 16.33% per month, which means your 18-month yield is going to be anywhere from 211% up to 294%. Now, hold on. Let me make this real for you for just a second. Guys, I'm actually in this one. Now I want to tell you this property, since I've been in it and I've been in this I've had this property for a little over a month now. So I've seen what it does in a month time. Guys, it's going to cash flow you somewhere around $400 a month. As a matter of fact, my first month was a little over $400. 400. Guys, where else are you going to put $3,120 and it's going to cash flow you $400 a month on average, right? That is incredible. See, most people have assets, but how many people do you know that have cash producing assets, income producing assets, right? Look, here's one thing one of my mentors told me. He said, Anthony, let me tell you something. Income follows asset. Income follows assets. If you don't have that written down, write that down right now. Income follows assets. Here's the problem, right? For most people, they're their only asset. So if they're not working, they're not earning, right? I want to tell you, I don't want my only asset to be the asset I'm sitting on. How many of y'all agree with me? If you right, if look, if you just like me and you agree with that, also drop a five in the chat. I told y'all we're gonna be real, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna talk on this presentation, right? So I want to tell you guys, look, see, you're gonna be learning something even if you don't do what we do. We just gonna give you some phenomenal information. But here's what I want to tell you guys. There's even higher levels. You can go into tourism. There's a villa in Bali. Starts at $6,740. But you can actually get in on that one and earn anywhere from 12.88% per month up to 17.48% per month. That means that your yearly or your 18-month yield is going to be anywhere from 231% up to 314%, guys. That's incredible. I love the way that this is set out, guys. Now, there's also a commercial property. That one starts as $10,270, and that one is going to get you anywhere from 14.03% per month up to 18.63% per month, which means your 18-month yield is anywhere from 252% up to 335%. So no matter which level that you decide that you want to get in, guys, this thing is going to produce some incredible passive income for you. And I love the way that they have this laid out. Now, let's go in. Let's talk a little bit about the company. I know for a lot of you all, this isn't your first rodeo. You've been involved in a lot of things before, right? And you've seen a lot of things that were just the same old, same old. We understand what's going on and we know what's going to happen, right? What I loved about this is that this is a little bit different than that. First of all, this company was launched in partnership with two other companies. The first company is Eli Property, which is a traditional real estate company that has over 50 years of experience in real estate across Oregon, California, all of that type of stuff. So it's a real company. We went in, did our due diligence. We have the paperwork. We have all of the stuff on Eli Property, right? So we know Eli Property is a traditional real estate company. But they came together with the ARDR, which is an International Association of Real Digital Realtors. And this is the company that's going to provide the standards and also the education for those people who become digital real estate agents, because the online property markets is going to become a space that's going to need that, right? And so that's the company that's providing that. They even provide some of the tools and things that are necessary so that people can be successful as digital real estate agents. Now, the CEO of E-Estate and the ARDR is Brandon Stevenson. Now, this gentleman is very passionate about seeing the actual platform go to the next level and helping people around the world own their tokenized portion of real estate. Now, I was just talking to this gentleman this morning. We're putting together some incredible things, some amazing things. We have a live event that's going to be coming up very soon, guys. You guys are going to be getting invitations to that. It's going to be limited access, so you're going to want to move on this really quick. But I'm helping put that together so we can host that live event, so we can all come together, we can all empower each other, but also we can introduce other people to this incredible opportunity through another mode and method. So that is an incredible thing, and he's always pushing to see things go forward with this incredible company. All right. Now, the next gentleman that we have is Mike Hamilton. I'll show you pictures of these gentlemen a little bit later. But Mike Hamilton, I was speaking to him this morning, and he's actually a gentleman that's out. He's matter of fact, he's in Miami right now, finalizing the things on a new property that's coming to the website. Everybody that's already with E-Estate, let's drop some fire in the chat for E-Estate bringing new properties to the website that we're going to be able to take advantage of. And guys, look, they've been listening to the field, they've been listening to people, and this property is coming to the website, guys, and they're doing something very unique. Now, this is not going to be for everybody, because some of you all are going to be like, hey, look, I'm getting in at higher levels. But if you have some people who say, look, man, I want to get in a little bit lower, I want to have a little more flexibility on how I participate. Guys, they told me this property you're going to be able to participate as little as one EST. Hold on. How many of you all on here knows the price of the value of one EST? If you know that, drop it in the chat. How many of you all that are already with E-Estate knows what the value of one EST? There you go. See where you got it. Look at this, guys. $10. Absolute game changer that you're going to be able to get in on a real estate property for $10. One EST. Man, that's why I said drop some fire in the chat for estate doing something incredible. Now, of course, $10 is going to get you whatever profit that $10 gets you, but it's going to give you more flexibility. It's going to open the access up to even more people. It's going to take this thing to the next level, guys. We're going to see some incredible stuff happen because they are listening to the field and they're going out and they're trying to make this accessible to people worldwide. And this is in Miami, guys. This is not going to be any shabby type property, guys. Get ready. This is supposed to be hitting the website in about a week time frame. Give them about a week. They're getting everything finalized and positioned, but give them about a week and this is going to be hitting, guys. I'm telling you, man, we're in the right place at the right time. So you guys can see the estate sits on the shoulders of some incredible companies out there, and I'm glad that they have this because that makes it a more solid foundation. Now, let me tell you how simple it is to go ahead and get involved. If you guys want to make sure that you're able to participate, here's what I encourage you to do. Get the link from the person who invited you. If somebody invited you to this presentation, get their link. Go ahead and sign up. You get a free account over here, guys. Sign up for your free account. Now, when you sign up, you are going to have to do KYC so you can view the properties and everything. But go ahead and sign up, do your KYC. It's a very simple process. All you have to do is to upload your ID and do a selfie video. And once the company reviews it, they can approve it, and then you'll have access to the platform. And so when you're ready to get started, you're ready and good to go. Because when this property from Miami drops, you probably want to get in on this, right? So I wanted to tell you guys that. Here's the next thing, guys. Once you get in there, you get to look, you get to browse through those properties, see which one you want to participate with, and when you're ready, you go ahead and tokenize that property by going in and purchasing some EST. Now they give you 30, now it's I think it's 32 different tokens that you can actually purchase within the back office. 32. I had a friend, I think he's on the call now. He purchased his stake in a property with Dogecoin, right? Well, he used Dogecoin to get his EST, right? And so you can actually come and fund with all these different types of tokens. From what I hear, the Trump token is on there as well. So go in there and choose the one that's best for you, and you can actually fund your account with this. All right. So guys, that's available for you also, right? Now, guys, it's that simple. No red men, no law offices that you have to visit, none of that type of stuff. You're going to actually go in and get your tokens. Your tokenized stake is going to be in the back office, so you're able to view that. You'll see your tokens that represent your stake in the property, so everything is there and transparent. But you're also going to get your contract. It's going to be you're going to have to sign a contract for your property, and it's going to have the CEO's signature and the company stamp on it and everything, right? And you're going to have that for your records. It's that simple. Guys, with technology today, things don't have to be totally complicated for you. You can literally get involved in these properties today. Guys, imagine this. When you get involved with properties today through estate, you can literally be earning profits within the next 24 to 48 hours. You mean to tell me I can get in on a property today and within 24 to 48 hours, I'll be earning profits? Yes, you can. That's how powerful this is. That's how new age this is. That's how up to date and ready to go this platform is, because we are in the right place at the right time. All right. Now, guys, let's talk a little bit about the legalities. A lot of people don't go over this in their presentations, but I'm one that I'm a little bit different. I'm not like a lot of other opportunities where they skip over stuff. I'm going to tell you exactly what I know, and I'm going to give you all the information so you can make an educated decision for yourself. So let me tell you guys that this company is registered in Panama. The reason why they registered in Panama is so they can have a favorable tax condition and a clear legal status. Now, keep in mind that local regulations may vary by country. Now, here's the next thing. People ask me, why do I have to do KYC? Well, guys, this is a real opportunity, and the company strives to comply with international KYC and AML regulations. They're trying to do that. They want to provide a secure environment for everybody. They don't want to get in legal trouble and have to shut down and all that type of stuff. So that's the reason why they do that. Now, with that being said, you do have to realize that real estate tokens may be subject to evolving security laws in certain jurisdictions. You know, everybody's not favorable to crypto. A lot of people are now, and we know that crypto is the future, but we know that those laws and regulations are still developing. So we don't know what you could face with that. Here's the next thing, guys. You have to understand market volatility. Yes, the market is going to go up and down. It always has, and it always will. No matter what market you're in, whether it's in the cryptocurrency market, the real estate market, foreign exchange market, or any type of market that you participate in, there will be some up and down. So we have to tell you that past performance does not guarantee future results. Of course, there's always other regulatory changes, like I was saying before, and any type of technical issues that could come up that could be a problem, right? And so the good thing that you want to know is that eState regularly monitors this stuff. They do audits and everything to try to mitigate as many of these risks as possible so that we have a sustainable platform that we can participate in. Right. And so that's what I'm excited about with this company, man. This is incredible. Now, let me tell you guys, that's just how simple it is for you to get in on a real estate property through tokenization and start earning passive income. No red tape, no extra political mess and all the other stuff that usually comes along with real estate. You can literally get involved today and start earning today, which is powerful, right? So look, I know a lot of you are excited about that. That's what you got on here for, but I want you guys to take a few minutes and listen to the rest of the information I'm going to talk about because this is where some of the substantial wealth is going to be created. Look, I always tell people passive income, you got to understand what it is. Passive income is great, it's wonderful. I told you guys that's what I fell in love with first. Passive income, though, it comes in over time, right? It's something that you have to build and it's going to usually come in over time. It's not a fast and easy, thing like that, right? But let me tell you guys what's so powerful about this. Let me tell you guys what's so powerful about this is that over here you don't only have to have passive income. Because while passive income is something that comes in over time, there's a thing called active income that could come in overnight, right? And that's what we call that fast money, where you can literally join as a digital real estate agent today and earn money today, withdraw it today. This is fast money. How many of you all want passive money and fast money in your income portfolio? If you do, go ahead, do me a favor, drop a 7 in the chat for me. Drop a 7 in the chat. I want both of them in my income portfolio. There's a place for both, right? And I love both. And I want to tell you guys, I'm going to show you how I am using and many others are using the opportunity to become a digital real estate agent to their advantage and earn some of this passive income. Now, as a digital real estate agent, you're going to connect buyers to tokenized properties on eState's website. So now that you know that a lot of people are going to be interested in this and you're able to position yourself before most people even know that this is a thing, this is going to put you in a very unique position to earn a lot of income and participate in this new wave of wealth. Now, there's some benefits to becoming a digital real estate agent. One of them is that you're going to understand blockchain, tokenization, and online property markets earlier than everyone before, like I said. Now, the next thing is that you're going to have a flexible schedule because nobody's here to tell you what you have to do, when you have to do it, and where you have to go and when you have to go. You don't have to worry about that, guys. You control your schedule. Now, even though you have that flexibility and you control your schedule, you are going to have the ability to earn unlimited income. You're going to earn that income through commissions and bonuses and also performance rewards, everything like that. Guys, it's going to be amazing. Once you see how this is laid out, it's going to blow you away. Now, in order for you to become a certified digital real estate agent, I want to let you know you do have to invest in a license and subscription. Now, before any of you all say, hold on, I knew there was a catch. I don't want to do that, Anthony. I know what it's like in traditional real estate. Now, even though some of this process mirrors traditional real estate, I think it's better than traditional real estate. Why? Because you are not going to have to go in and do an expensive course to actually teach you real estate before you can even take the exam to get your license, which you also have to pay for. This is not how this works out. You can literally come and get involved with this, and with your license, you're going to just pay $9 per month. Now, some of you all are going to want to do the annual option where it's just $90 per year. But once you do that, you're going to fill out a digital form and you're going to sign a contract or agreement, and then the company will approve you once they review all your information. Once you get approved, you're a digital real estate agent. That's how quick and simple this is. Now, I'm going to encourage you to go in and learn all that you can about tokenization, about e-estate, about what it means to be a digital real estate agent once you get in and look at the properties, learn all that you can about the platform, right? But you're going to get access to this platform and they have everything laid out and set up for you. You're actually going to get access to all the properties so you can introduce people to those properties. You're going to get access to the tools that are available. I've even developed some tools that are good and helpful for you to get started. But also, you're going to get your personal landing page that the company has already designed, and you can go in and customize it to your liking, customize it for the way that you want, for the people that you're going to be talking to, and you can be able to share that page with other people. And when they sign up and tokenize properties, you're going to get paid, right? That is so powerful, guys, that you can actually do this. Now, as a digital real estate agent, you're going to get access to four different sources of income with this. Four different sources of income through this one opportunity, guys, which is amazing. Let's talk about this, right? Here are the main sources of income that you're going to have. First is going to be deal commission. Now, like I said, some of the processes will mirror traditional real estate. So just like with traditional real estate, when you sell a house as a real estate agent, you're going to get paid a commission anywhere from 3 to 5%. I'm going to show you over here what you're going to get paid off deal commission over here. But this means this is instant income for you because as soon as somebody goes on the website and they KYC and then they purchase and they purchase their tokens for their property, you're going to get paid commission to your back office. That simple, guys. It's amazing. Now, here's what's powerful about this that doesn't mirror the traditional real estate world is that the company also pays you profit commission. You know why? Because that person is going to earn passive income from the property that they purchased EST tokens for, right? So when they tokenize a property, they're going to start earning passive income. And the company is so generous that they set up a plan that allows you to earn a matching percentage of whatever they're earning on a daily basis. That's amazing, guys. This is so incredible that we have this also. Now, we also have agent bonuses. Now, there's bonuses as you continue to introduce more people. And even if you decide that you want to build an organization by bringing on other agents, you're going to hit different milestones and you're going to be rewarded for every milestone that you hit. Amazing. Now, what you're going to be rewarded with is e-tokens. Now, these e-tokens aren't just tokens that's going to sit in your back office. You have use case for them because you're going to be able to use them to spin the money wheel that's in the back office. And that money wheel is going to earn you from anywhere from zero to $1,000. Not earn you. It's going to, you'll be able to win anywhere from zero to $1,000 on each spin. And all you need is 100 e-tokens to spin that wheel. Guys, I've spent this wheel so many times and I've earned, or I keep saying earned, but I've been awarded so many different prizes and it's absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to tell you how all of this works here. So first, your deal commission. So you remember I told you traditional real estate agents get paid anywhere from 3 to 5%. Guys, over here, your deals, you're going to get paid 6% on the deals that you close up front. Now, you get paid on your level one at level one. So as long as you're at level one, you're going to be able to get paid for all your deals that you do yourself, which is incredible, right? These are ones that fall on your level one. All right. 6%, which is incredible when you refer somebody. So if somebody comes in, they tokenize a property at $1,000, you're going to earn $60. If they tokenize a property at $10,000, you're going to earn $600. If they do $100,000, then you're going to earn $6,000. That's how that works, right? Now, as you continue to refer people and you go to different agent levels, once you hit agent level 2, you're going to be able to earn 2% on that level, right? Once you hit agent level 3, you're going to earn 2% from the deals that are done on that level. This goes from levels 2 through 5, you're going to earn 2%. And levels 6 through 7, you're going to earn 1%, right? So once you get to agent level 8, and there's different qualifications, we'll go through that on the agent session, right? But once you actually get to agent level 8, you're going to be paid commission on every deal in your organization 8 levels deep. Now, there's no requirement for you to bring on different people. There's no requirement, no quotas or anything like that that you have to worry about. But as long as you're working the system, you're going to get paid more and more. All right. Now, here's the actual passive income or the profit commission that I said you're going to earn from the passive income that people are earning on a daily basis, right? You're going to actually earn this passive income here once you hit agent level 4. So once you get to agent level 4, you're going to start earning 5% on your first level. You're going to earn 2% on levels 2 and 3, and then you're going to earn 1% on levels 4 and 5, which is amazing as well, right? Because this is now passive residual income that you're earning. What if there was people were making $1,000 on your first level and you're getting paid 50, let's say they're making $1,000 a day and you're getting paid 5% daily off of that, right? What does that mean? That means that you would be earning $50 per day. Can you imagine that? $50 a day for work you did once. You introduced one person, you introduced those people one time, and then you're going to get paid over and over and over and over again. Now you have what we call leverage in your income model, right? The reason why most people don't make the type of income that they want because they have absolutely no leverage in their income. But now this opportunity is going to allow you to have leverage in your income and sustainability because you're going to earn more and more income over time. Now, let's talk about this also. Here are the bonuses that you can earn, right? So these bonuses are phenomenal. So once you hit agent level one, the company, which is $500 of turnover, the company is going to pay you 100 e-tokens. Once you hit level two, that's 3,000, right? That's 3,000 in turnover. You're going to earn 150 e-tokens from the company, and they're also going to give you a $30 bonus. Once you get to agent level three, which is 10,000 in turnover, they're going to pay you 250 e-tokens and a $100 bonus. Guys, this goes all the way up to level 10 where you have $1 million of turnover. And that means that you're going to get a $10,000 e-token bonus and a $10,000 cash bonus once you hit that level, which is absolutely amazing that we have access to this, guys. Now, once you get to level 10, you get to keep that designation. But the company is so gracious that they allow you to reset on that table so that you can earn all of these bonuses over again. So this becomes a never ending stream of bonuses for those of you all who are going to keep making it happen. All right. So that's how that works. I'm not gonna go over the revenue share, but I want to tell you guys, look, here's what I want you guys to know. I don't want this presentation to go too much longer than what it has, but I like for this to be thorough, right? And I want you guys to know that you can literally get started as an agent today. Get the link from the person who invited you. There's going to be a section on their page that says become an agent. You could go in and click on that, become an agent, pay your $9 if you just want to do the first month, then go ahead and get started as an agent. Fill out the form, sign your contract, get rocking and rolling, and literally you can start making money today. Guys, I know that there's some people out there that are hoping, praying, and wishing for a solution or something that could be real, something that could be sustainable, something that could be legit, that they can earn income. And it's just an added benefit that this is backed by real world assets, right? And it's doing some incredible things. So if you've been looking for something to get started with, I would tell you it's probably a good idea for you to take a good look at what's going on with e-estate because this wave of wealth is happening regardless of anybody getting involved or not. Right. So I want to tell you guys, this is amazing what we have here. We got something very unique, and this is a very unique opportunity right now. And you can literally get started with it today. Look, if you're excited here, then I want you guys, if you're already excited, drop a 777 in the chat. I'm going to go over this really quick, but drop a 777 in the chat if you're super excited what we have our hands on. Guys, when you get started, you're going to get an email with giving you some links that's going to be very helpful. You're also going to get access to the groups that you need. You're also going to get access to the tutorials, the frequently asked questions, and you're going to get access to the support team. All right. So you're going to get all the things that you need to get started and be successful as an agent. Now, what I want to do is really quickly, I want to go over to the website and share this information with you. Now, I want you guys to see here once I go to the website how powerful our website is, and you guys have heard me say it before that I believe that we have one of the best websites that are out there in the fractional ownership real estate space or even in the crypto space, right? I love that you could tell that this is a great website. Now I'm going to go over to the estate front page because this is the front page of our estate website, and you can see it's well laid out. It's very thought through. It has all the information that we need. It also has a picture of the CEO and the co-founder here, which we have Brandon Stevenson here. Then we have Mike Hamilton here, Monica Schneidner, she's the CFO of eEstate, but we have her there as well. Then we have the consultants that they've partnered with, which is Von Morrill. We have this handsome guy right here. We have Brian Johnson, who I call Super Networker. And then we have Martin McLean. Man, this guy right here, and man, he explains stuff in such a plain and simple way. And he's absolutely crushing it with eEstate, making more people aware of what eEstate has to offer. And I'm excited just to be in the midst of these incredible individuals right here that are making some amazing things happen. All right. Now let's go back and we're going to jump back into the back office here. And I want to show you guys a couple of things. So when you enroll with eEstate, you're going to have access to go in and look at the real estate properties that are available. And as you can see right here, this is the apartment that's in Seattle, Washington, that downtown apartment here. And if you want to look at additional photos, you can actually do that and go look and see exactly what that property is all about. Now, if you want to go a little bit further and look at the houses that are available, you can actually do this, and those pictures are available for you as well. Now, if you wanted to go in, I want to show you guys the villa that I participated in. Let me see if it'll let me show you. It keeps going back to the wrong thing. All right, there we go. So this villa is out in Los Angeles, California, and it is absolutely immaculate, so beautiful. I love the way that this villa is set up, and I'm glad that I'm getting in on this. And you can also see right here your average floating rate. This is your average cash flow per month is around $400 per month, which I think is outstanding, absolutely phenomenal. Here is the villa that is in Bali. If you wanted to check that out, this is an absolutely incredible villa as well. And then we have a commercial property that's on level one also, which is out in Phoenix, Arizona. All right. So we have that one if you want to take a look at that as well. All right. So guys, now if you look at this one pays you about $1,500 a month on average cash flow, about $1,500 a month. And it starts at $10,270. Imagine taking 10,000 and turning it into $1,500 per month for 18 months on average, right? That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible, man. There's not many places that you can actually do that. But let's go ahead. Let's take a little bit more information in. I want to show you guys a few things today. And so you see here that there is this is your e-wallet that you can actually participate in here. You can have your USD equivalent in your e-wallet, and then also you're going to have your e-token balance in your e-wallet, which you see I have 517 e-tokens. I have $20.70, which came from my actual property that I have on here, which I'll show you my assets as well. So here are the assets that we have. As you can see, I have a total of 3,320 invested. I've earned $578 through this. You can see my start date was 6/18, right? So we're just over a month and I've already earned $578 from my properties. You see, I have a stake in the apartments and I have a stake in the villas, which is that villa out in Cali, right? And now I wanted to show you guys this also. And you can see that I have my tokens down here that represent that, right? So it goes straight to the Binance Smart Chain or BSC scan so that you can actually see this on the blockchain. So you'll see those tokens that are set aside and designated for me on this, my 312 tokens here, right? Now, if you come back here, you also have an agreement here, right? So this contract is actually there for you so you can have that for your records. Now you can actually see this in the back office. Let me get out of this. So you can see this in the back office here. You see that it has my name. This is your real estate investment contract. You will see my signature at the bottom and you will see the CEO's signature here as well, right there on that contract. Everybody gets access to that also. All right. So I wanted to show you guys that also. Now, the company is so gracious that they do give you all the documentation that you're going to need. If we go over to the info hub and then once you go here to the knowledge base, you're going to be able to go into documentation and you pull up the company registration, the legal entity identifier, their partnership, I mean everything, all the information that you want, all of their different YouTube channels and all of that stuff is available. All the social media things, everything is here for you guys. Nothing is being hidden from you, right? So all of that information is right there for you to see. All right. Now, also they offer rewards. So this is the rewards that you get here. So with the rewards that you get here, thank you so much, Elijah. Glad to see you on, my brother. So look, so this is the achievements that you also get. So with these achievements here, you're going to earn a different ETK balances anytime that you do one of these activities. So one of those is open an account. You get 50 ETK just for opening an account. Remember, I said once you get to 100, you're actually going to be able to spin the wheel. When you complete your profile data, you get 20 ETK. When you purchase tokenized real estate one time, you get 100 ETK. You get all of these things. Once you complete these, you actually get ETK that you're going to be able to use to spin this money wheel right here, right? And with this money wheel, I'm going to show you guys I have 517 E tokens in my balance right now. I have my day 6, which I need to collect. So I'm going to go ahead and collect this. So it added some E tokens here for me. Now I'm going to spin the wheel because I have over 100. I'm going to spin this wheel here. Boom. I won $5, guys. Y'all drop fives in the chat. That's cool. Free $5. Drop a five in the chat for free money. Free money. I just got $5 here, and that goes straight to my e-wallet so I can withdraw it. So when we go back, you're gonna see my e-wallet balance is now 2570 instead of 2070. But I'm gonna give it another spin. Maybe this is my lucky day. Y'all cross your fingers. Maybe I will get this 1,000, right? So let's go ahead, let's spin again. We're gonna spin this thing again. Let's get this 1,000 down. Oh man, I'll take the 50 cents though. This is cool. So every time that you get 100 E tokens, you'll be able to go in and do this also. All right. Now, I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I think this will be valuable. A lot of people wonder and they say, well, look, Anthony, if you do a withdrawal, how long does that take? So let me go back to my dashboard. You see, I have $26.20 now. So I'm going to open my e-wallet, right? I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say, look, you know what? I'm ready to do a withdrawal, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do withdrawal. And I am going to go ahead and put that amount in here. So let's do 26.2. Now, keep in mind, there is a 1% fee for all withdrawals. But look, here's my thought process. If it goes back to the sustainability of the platform, I don't care about a fee. Charge me the fee if you need to, right? So this means that at the end, I'm going to be getting 25.938 in USDT. Mine is going to the BEP, my BEP20 wallet, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and put my code in. I gotta stop sharing so you guys won't hack my account, right? So I'm just joking. I know you guys wouldn't do it, but somebody out there watching the recording probably would. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing so that I could do that. I'm gonna enter that in and confirm it. Boom. So now that I've done that, let me go back and share my screen again. So I'm going to go ahead and share. All right, so I'm back sharing my screen again. And now you guys can see that that went through. You see my balance went to zero, right? So my balance went to zero. And typically this happens in just a couple of moments that it will be sent to me. And it'll be in my wallet. So I'm gonna actually try this, right? I'm gonna see if I could pull up my wallet here. And I'm gonna see if we have this transaction in here as I go to my token transfers. Let's see how long it takes for it to go there. I might go ahead and do the actual. Let's see if it came through yet. Not yet. So we're gonna give it a couple seconds, but it usually comes through in about 5 minutes that you will have it in your wallet. So we're gonna go ahead while we're waiting. I'll go ahead and do the drawing. And by the time I finish that drawing, I'm guessing, I'm suspecting, we got to give them the time to do it, but I'm suspecting it'll be done by the time we do this drawing here, right? So let's go in, let's talk about this. I want to do a drawing, and the way I do my drawing, guys, is that I want you to answer a question from the presentation just to make sure you're retaining the information. And then the first person who drops the correct answer in the chat is going to be the winner for today, right? And I guess we'll do two. Let's do two today, right? So I'm gonna make it really easy, the first one, and I'm gonna make the second one a little more challenging, right? So here's the first question, guys. Who can be the first one to drop in the chat the first name of the CEO of E-Estate? Who's the first? Boom. It looks like Seaway got it. He was right on it, man. He got it right there up front. That is cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is powerful. You guys were paying attention. This is good. So, Seaway, send me your information, your email. I think I got your email. I'll put you on the list and so that you can get your 100 e tokens there, right? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's do another one. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do another one. All right. I'm gonna ask you this question. Um, what city is the villa that I tokenized in on the platform? What city is it located in? Boom, there you go. Frank, you got it. Frank got it. He was LA, right? So that one is in LA. So that is good. Frank, send me your email address so we can get you 100 e tokens there. Now let me see. I'm gonna go back and check and see if it's already hit my wallet here in the platform because it's usually pretty fast here with their token. Boom, there you go. Remember I told you guys how fast it is? Now you guys look, what I always say, one of my quotes that I always say is documentation beats conversation. But also, I want you guys to notice that I was willing to put it on the line on on this presentation that this company was going to follow through with what they were supposed to do, right? I put it on the line that it was going to show up like it's supposed to, and you see my 25.94. Man, can y'all drop some 777s in the chat for e estate?